person. The topic is becoming before becoming great. I know it's a bit confusing, but you're going to understand it. And that's it today in studio. I'm joined with an amazing guest, a powerful voice among the youth. He is a leader of leaders, a trainer, and also a pastor. And again, something that is making it interesting, he is an author whose mission is to raise generations that knows God and that knows God. So help me welcome our guest in studio. His name is Pastor Alex Maina. Pastor, how are you?
I'm good.
You're doing well?
Very well.
We are honored to have you today in studio.
It's my honor.
And nimeshika hapa vitabu mingi sana zako.
Yeah.
And now, let me ask you just a general question.
Yeah.
You have written many books.
Yeah.
Do you get to a point in life and you feel like umetosheka? You've done enough. Now you need to rise.
Actually, that would be the worst day of someone's life, when you feel that you're still alive and you have done enough. Because from where I sit, I believe that we're in the image and in the likeness of our God. And the more we discover ourselves, the more we find that there's a lot that we can do in this life. There's too much more to do. We have done very little. So there's no time that I feel like this is enough. I every day I feel like I'm just beginning. I'm just scratching the surface. Yes.
And since you're talking about that is becoming before becoming great, in simple words, mtu akiangalia, if we look at your life right now, we'd call you a great man. Some of the people out there would say, you know what, Pastor Alex is a successful man. From you, at a personal level, in 3 words, what would you say about yourself?
Yeah, people give their views based on where they are.
Okay.
People see things as they are. And that's when you discover, like, if you stand in the midst of maybe small, if you are a larger animal, and you stand in the midst of ants, they will definitely start shouting, oh, look at this. Even if you're the size of a rat, and you go where the ants are, or even a grasshopper.
Yeah.
So the ants will start shouting, oh, this is a great person, this is a great animal. But it's all based on where they are. Like the same grasshopper, you take it to in the midst of rabbits, you know, then the rabbits will still think this is a very small person. Then the rabbit take it to the dogs, you know. Life is just like that. People try to conclude someone is successful.
Yeah.
Someone is great, someone is less great, someone is not successful, based on where they are.
Okay.
But I think success and greatness is relative to that person. It's what you feel on your inside. What you feel. Are you contented? Are you at peace? So it's relative to that person rather than the outside world. People in the outside world will say, oh, you're very great.
You're successful.
You're successful.
Yeah.
But that really means they actually may be comparing themselves with you. But then if you compare yourself now with other people, then you find you're less successful. So I'd pray that people may compare themselves with themselves and with their dreams and with their goals.
Wow.
Yes.
And you want to say you never got to a point in life of comparing yourself with a successful person. You're like, I want to be like that person. What is the difference between admiring to be like someone else and comparing yourself with them?
There's a comparison that you can do in kind of a competitive, negative way.
Oh.
But there's a comparing that you can do that you're being modeled by that person. Like when you have a life's model, you're somebody who's your role model, you want to become like what they are. That's not comparing really negatively. But the ones that you compare and you feel like I'm a lesser human, I'm poor, they are rich, then that one may be a little bit negative. But there's a way you can you need to get some role models, some people who are ahead of you, who are pushing you up, rather than you feeling like they have already achieved, because you've already kind of passed a judgment on yourself that this is your end and they are above you.
And that's not a good mindset.
That's
right?
not actually the mindset we're dealing with here, with many even young people, is that mindset whereby you pass, or they pass by your something, they pass by your shop, they see something that you've done, and then they say, oh, they are very successful. I'd love to maybe get the basis of why they are saying that. Have they considered themselves unsuccessful to call you successful? Or is it something that is motivating them to become great in the future, maybe following onto your footsteps or something like that? If they are saying you're successful and they are now after your footsteps to be successful in the future, then that's good comparison.
Okay, and because we're talking that the topic is becoming before becoming great, we would want to hear your story. Take us back to the Alex, the Pastor Alex a long time ago. What did life look like? What motivated you to become the person that you are today?
Okay,
yeah,
okay, that's a good question. Okay, becoming before you become. Oh,
yeah,
that's good. That's a good.
Yeah,
that's a good direction. Okay, it's like before you become, there's something else that you became first that maybe triggered you to become what you became.
Yeah.
So, like many of many people, there's a time I thought that I cannot be anybody in life based on a few things, maybe based on some past failures, and you feel like you will never become anything in life, and then you also listen to some people who will even affirm that to you. Wanakwambia wewe hawezi fanyika kitu in life. So to say that's where I've come from. But then there's a way that you can start now trying to focus on yourself rather than focusing on your failures, and also on what people are saying, and you start building yourself after getting some knowledge. You know, like I would say my beginning point was when I got born again. Before then, life was not that awesome, and I was not doing very pleasant things, and I considered myself like somebody who has failed in life, somebody will never have a family, somebody will never become anything in life.
Okay.
And that's not long ago, definitely long based on if you're listening and you're Gen Z, but just about 27 years ago or something like that. So, but I've just felt that I can never do anything in life. But my salvation was a moment of change. And the change did not only happen just I'm born again on my way to heaven shouting victory. There was also, by the grace of God, there was a mind shift. And that's what you become before you become. You need to get to an area where you get the correct mindset about yourself. Not about what you have, not about what you will have, but about who you are. The becoming that you need to become before you become is, first of all, picking the correct identity about yourself. And believing in that identity continually, whether you're going up or down, whether you have or you don't, that the area of your personal identity, like what you think about yourself, who you identify yourself with, what you identify yourself with, is an area that you have rocked in life. That this is who I am. The way you believe that, if you believe that you are a girl, doesn't matter what any other person will tell you.
You already know
the same case in the area of your personal identity. And I discovered that would be, if you ask me, that one thing that happened in my life and changed everything is the day I knew who I am. And the only way you can know who you are, and that's where the journey of life starts. It doesn't matter how old you are, how young you are. Your journey to your destiny, to your purpose, will start the day you discover yourself. And that is when you go to your original family. Your original family is not your Kenyan family. Your original family is God's family.
Wow.
That's where we came from. And that's where you need to go and ask, who am I? You know, sometimes you may go and ask maybe your brother, who am I? And they'll tell you, like the David in the Bible, he would go to his brothers and they would say, you're proud, what are you doing in the battle? They're trying to define him. They're trying to give him an identity. Go back to the sheep, you're just a shepherd. So they're actually giving him an identity. But I thank God for David, because before he went to fight Goliath, he had already gotten a very strong tool that we all need in life, and that's knowing who he is. You know, among the things that you may be carrying in life, an education certificate, an inheritance from your parents, a gift, a talent, the greatest of them all is the understanding of yourself, who you are. You may have everything else great, and still you don't have the passion to do what you need to do in life, because your identity affects everything. You see life in the eyes of who you think you are. You define things in the eyes of who you think you are. So you go to God and discover yourself. And then the good thing about our God, he's not hidden. He's not something he's going to tell you in the night, like in your dreams, so you're trying to push it a lot to pursue to know what God is saying about you. You just go to his word. That's the primary area where God is speaking to us. And you discover that God created you. You are actually on time. You're not an accident. You're not a biological accident. Doesn't matter how you came here. You're not a biological accident. You're in the right person, the right place, the right gender, and above all, you are in the image and in the likeness of God.
And I know the people who are watching and they are asking themselves, probably, let me just give a number, general number. Probably there's someone who is 25 and then Julia, still, do I have time to go back to God and know my identity? Do they?
25 is early enough.
Early enough?
I can give you an example of, let's take the Bible as our textbook here. So without going to maybe other examples, but because these are the examples that one can find out quickly, you go to the book of Exodus, chapter 3 and chapter 4, and you'll find an 80-year-old man who has written himself off from life. His name is Moses. When he was very young, he thought he was very great. Before 40 years. Then he kills a person in Egypt, and because of that he ran away from Egypt, and he's now living in a desert place as a shepherd of his father-in-law's sheep. He's married there, and he's already settled, what people would call settled. He has a wife, Zipporah. They have 2 kids, father-in-law Akopale. Everything looks okay, until one day God came. You know the story of the burning bush. And what God came and revealed Moses to Moses. That's becoming before you become. So God just came, and one day he's just a normal day like today. So this is a good day to know who you are. You know, it's not a Monday, it's not a Tuesday, it's not a Sunday, it's not a Saturday. Just any day that you face the truth, believe the truth. So we don't even know what day it was, or what year, what month.
Yeah, it's true.
He's just 80. Somebody who is appeared to have forgotten his past, in terms of the palace, greatness, and now he has settled to what we would call lesser than what he had before. And then God comes and says, Moses, Moses. And Moses goes to the burning bush. And God tells Moses, Moses, I've heard the cry of my people back in Egypt. Please, it is your responsibility. It is you who was born to deliver them. So your true identity is deliverer. There's nothing in his life that can connect with what God is saying. And that's the trouble that we have in our mindset, because we have received a lot of negative identifications from people, from
the society,
society, from something we did and we failed, and like for example, this Moses guy, one day he tried to deliver the children of Israel. He killed a person. Instead of people appreciating what he did, he was condemned for that. So here he was given a rebel, murderer. So that's actually the identity he was given by Egypt. And that's the reason why he was an outcast. That you are now a murderer. You can never be a deliverer. You have done a very big mistake. And many people are stuck in their past mistakes, in their past sins, in their past failures, and they have picked their failures to be their identity in life. Whenever you try to do something new, you are reminded of what you did and failed. Whenever you try to think you're beautiful, you can only remember somebody who told you you're very ugly.
Yeah, that's mindset, that thing.
So
it's not good.
It requires another new wiring. That's why you're saying you go to God. So Moses basically went to God and believed. He not only that he was a murderer, he had another challenge. He was a stammerer. So and God is calling him to go and speak. God is just amazing. He knows who we are. He tells Moses, go and speak. Like he's telling him to be the spokesperson and face Pharaoh and speak. Then Moses tells God, I can't go there. Why? Because you always respond to issues and to statements and to questions of life based on what you think of yourself.
Okay, so I love the way you're bringing it out. Let's hold on up hapo kidogo. We go for a short break. Then when you come back, you'll help us understand as young people, how can we avoid being influenced by the society and stick to what God says about it, so that we can become greater people. For viewers, we go for a short break, and please make sure that you leave a comment below to me. What are you learning from what we're discussing with the amazing pastor, that is Pastor Alex Maina, on 0799 200 100. Stay tuned. We'll be right back after the short break. And welcome back to this amazing segment that is Mazungumzo, Wazi. This way we talk about real, raw and unfiltered conversations on the matters that affect you as a young person. And today we're talking about something that is really interesting, oh my god. And also, apart from being interesting, I said it's transformative to your life as a young person. It helps you to shift your mindset. I talk about that is becoming before you become great, because you're becoming before you become great. It's a lot. You know, you as a young person, most of the times you want to succeed, you want to have cars, Lamborghinis, you want to have everything in the world. But what is that process of becoming before you become great? And back with our pastor, that is Pastor Alex. Welcome back.
Thank you.
And I'm glad the way you've helped us understood when it comes to the, in the first section on what the becoming looks like. And from your perspective, what is the real definition of greatness?
Greatness is always relative to your vision in life and to your purpose. Because greatness can be defined by people from different platforms, but the real greatness is you having achieved what you thought was your purpose.
Wow.
So greatness is not having a car, it's not having a house, it's not having, because like, you know, we have people in communities where maybe cars may not be available, where wonderful clothing may not be available. So greatness is not material. Sometimes you think greatness is material, which can still be okay, but greatness is within that person. There's so many people we think they are great and they are crying on the inside.
Wow.
There's so many people you want to become like, and they wish to be you.
And you don't know that.
And you don't know that.
Yeah.
So number one, you should not lose your sleep that you're not great. Pursue your goal and your vision in life. I told you that when you go to God, and you know, becoming before you become. Like if you bring a very sharp knife here and it is able to cut through maybe something, to cut through butter, to cut through a bread. The reason why that knife is great is because of the work it was, the work that went through that knife before you took it up. There was a lot of sharpening. So that is what becoming before you become great.
The sharpening.
The sharpening part of it.
Yeah.
Actually, you never become great if you have not been sharpened.
You know, most of the young people say, wanaamka social media, unaona mtu akona nyumba, akona gari, and you're like, I also want to have it tomorrow. They don't want to go through the process.
Do you know even you can get it tomorrow and lose it in a few weeks?
Oh my God!
It's not about having it. It's not about, you know, I saw there was I think there was an article of this person who won, like, I think it's about 200 million shillings. And right now they are really suffering. So it's not really about what you have. It's about what you are before you now start the journey of having. You know, look for 10 people today, give them each 10,000 shillings. One of them will rush for a shoe, phone, clothes.
Yeah.
And another one may go for a few nyanyas. One amenunua nyanya kidogo tatu, ameweka kakibada. Then come next year, look at the same people. So it's all based on knowledge, what you know about yourself and your vision and your dreams. I told you that when you go to God, He'll tell you who you are. When you know who you are, it's like now you identify yourself with God. That God is my Father.
We are relying.
I'm in the image of God, so God is great. So I'm naturally great. I'm not great because of what I've done or what I'm going to do. My DNA is greatness. Actually, Genesis chapter 2 tells us of God, how God breathed life into Adam, and Adam became Adam because of that breath of God. So the real Adam, that's why if somebody dies, we remain with their body here, but the breath of God, the real person, has gone to be with the Lord, as we say easily. So the real person, the real you are made. The material that has made you is actually the Spirit of God. That's the material that we are made of.
Yeah.
So we identify ourselves with the material. If something is made of gold, it is of valuable, or a lot of value in this earth, because it's made of gold, and it has a name before other minerals. But now we are made in the class of God. You told me about the God class.
Yeah,
you're made of God.
Yeah.
Like you're made of God.
Yeah.
So from there now, you're seeing things from the angle of God. Like God is great, so you see yourself great. God is wise, you see yourself as naturally wise. That you don't go to school to be given wisdom. You go to school so that the wisdom that is already in you can be discovered and directed.
Okay.
You know, you all these guys who go to school and say, oh, let me go to school and be wise. That's half true. As long as you're made of God, in the image of God, you're already wise. You just need to go there to discover yourself. That's why we get exposed to all these subjects that some of us don't like. Because it's in that exposure that you discover your journey. You get exposed to all these games. In one of them, you discover who you already, what connects with what is already in your inside, and then that is trained, it is polished, and then you become. So I'm just saying that when you discover who you are, then the next thing, the next level you get to, so that it can even guide your life, is getting to know your vision. What do I want to do in life? What are my burdens? What's my desire? And then you kind of have a goal. The way when you were very young, tichanga kuja uliza, what do you want to do when you grow up? And you say pilot.
I want to be a doctor.
So doctor. But that's the level we knew. Because definitely the people who were great in our village, maybe they would be teachers. There were some people wanna fly juu yetu, pilots. So but I'm saying now, in a mature sense now, you need to answer that question again. In a mature sense. You watch you in nursery school. Sasa yenye uko sasa at your age, at my age, or at 50, maybe some people answer at 50, others at 60, even others at 80. You need to answer that question. What do you think you came to do here on earth? Then that one becomes your vision. And that becomes, vision means that is what you see. Becomes your focus, becomes your dream. You build yourself on it. You study it. The Bible actually is very clear. I love the Bible. It says, Habakkuk chapter 2, write that vision.
Write it down.
Write it down. You can do that on paper, which is very good. But when you know as well as I do, things are written on paper, they will never help you. What will help you is what is written in you. So you transfer that vision from a paper point of view, and you write it within your heart. Because your heart is a great source of energy towards whatever is written there. The reason why many young people would come to me and also come to you, and they are stuck in life, some of them is just because they did not guard their heart. They allowed something that is not in line with their vision to be written there. A young boy meets a young girl. These days they're taken that to be something that is normal, something that is correct, based on how people live. And then this guy does not realize that the minute I light this girl in my heart, she becomes my vision.
She becomes your vision?
Yeah. The vision is what is written in your heart even right now. And then you go, let's say we're in college, and we go to some fun one day, and I meet this girl, and definitely I'm pursuing my engineering or something. But then I meet this girl, and instead of writing her, not really in my heart, but just handling as heart afraid, until that appointed time, she captures my heart, and I write her where I'm supposed to write my vision. And what is written in your heart always controls your life.
It's true.
And that's something that everyone needs to know. Whatever is in your heart right now, you don't control it. It has taken over your life. That's why people should be very careful on who they allow into their heart, what information they allow into their hearts, because that will define your life. Have you ever seen these athletes even where we're in Nakuru? These young girls who win marathon, and you see them like very early in the morning, and they're running like they wake up at 4. They're running. They're not afraid of anything, and you wonder where did they get this energy and this courage? When they are running on Menengai, they are not seeing Menengai. They are seeing Boston. They are seeing London Marathon. They are seeing New York Marathon. So what they are hearing is not the rain that you're hearing in the same environment. They are hearing the national anthem. They are hearing their names being called. And for that reason, their heart now gives them energy and passion to be able to pursue that, to make a lot of sacrifices towards their dream. Because their vision kind of separates you. One of the challenges many people are facing as young people is that angle of being separated from others. Like you find you're with everybody. You want to please everybody. You want to be friend with everybody and to know everybody. But what can really separate you is a dream. A dream will connect you with the people who are in line with that dream. So
does it mean that you're going to outgrow some people?
Definitely. Definitely. And I told you, there are so many good people you need to outgrow. You don't go for good people. You go for better people. Better people are the people who are connected to your dream. Actually, you don't go for good places, you go for better places.
Better places.
Yeah.
I love that.
Maybe it's, at a time, the bed can be a good place. But other time, your sitting table where you're doing your studies is a better place. So you get from out of a bed, which is a good place, and you go to your study room, which is a better place in relation to your vision. and the season and the time.
Okay, so in relation to the vision,
Yeah.
and let me ask, you see that for you to become great, there is the sharpening that you must go through. Briefly define, what do you mean when you mention that sharpening? How does it look like? Is it sweet? Is it comfortable?
Sharpening has never been comfortable.
Okay.
At whatever angle you may look at it, even the knife one, it has never been comfortable because knife is losing some particles for it to be sharp. So sharpening has never been very pleasant. Because sharpening means you go to school and maybe you feel like you want to sleep. Sharpening means wake up in the night to do something, you feel like I didn't want to do that. Sharpening means all your friends are going to place B, but for you to go to place, you need to go to place A for sharpening, and then you feel as if you're losing company. So sharpening is never something that is pleasant. It's a matter of sacrifice. Sharpening means if you're an athlete, you wake up in the morning and you start running when everybody else is snoring in bed.
People are sleeping.
But now, after the sharpening, that's when you discover the good of sharpening. And the earlier you sharpen yourself, the better. It is better you sharpen yourself now than later. And many people have chosen the angle of sharpening themselves later. You know, if you would ask our young people, would you have to work hard now or later? Then maybe the answer may be now, but many in practice is like they have chosen to work hard later. Because right now we find many people just relaxed. Maybe even whatever is brought to them, they did it casually. You know, we all went through that. We have some friends who took education casually. What the parent is saying casually. We would call mentorship very casually. You think if it's boring, we didn't know that was sharpening at early in life. Then later, you find maybe you're not doing maybe a very wonderful job at the end. Whereas the friends that listened to their moms and their dads, the friends that were attentive in class, we may say a lot, there's no job, but one day the job will come. But the job will never come to the person who never went to the school. One day an opportunity will come. The point is not whether there are opportunities today. The point is, are you ready for an opportunity when they come?
The readiness.
Because one day you'll miss. The Bible says that in Ecclesiastes 9:11, that time and chance happens to everybody. That means to all of us, an opportunity will show up. To all of us, a chance will come up. But the good thing is for you to be prepared. And before that time comes, you're already ready for it. Let's say today we have an advert today, and they're looking for somebody with an experience in media. I think you'll go there first. Why wouldn't I go there? But then maybe somebody called me for that work for media, and they told me, oh, just come as a volunteer. And I said, oh no, I cannot work for free. So people who run to be sharpened through life, they are standing in a better opportunity and a better place when opportunities show up. So I'm just saying that sharpening is very important. Sharpening is hard. Sharpening is painful.
It's not comfortable.
It's never comfortable. Sharpening is these parents who tell you have to come home by 9 or by 6. Sharpening is this class teacher with giving a lot of homework.
You have to go and
sharpening
pray.
is this God who tells you have to pray, you have to worship, you have to read my word. That's all sharpening. The other easy part of life, you better run away from it. With time, you return yourself to sharpening.
Like a soft life.
Sometimes it's, work hard now or later, sweat now or later. Those people who sweat now, they sweat only for a few years. Let me speak to your age. Do you know, like if you're the age of between 0 and 25, in a larger sense, you are a consumer who does not pay for what they consume. Because maybe you're with your parents, you're in school, your parent is paying for your school fees. So majorly you're a receiver. But something very key is supposed to be happening between 0 and 25. What's supposed to be happening, the reason why you're being given these things, I need a pair of shoes, imeletwa. The reason why your parents would go and work and give all the salary to your school is because at that age you are supposed to be on training. Because after the age of 25 plus or minus 30 or something there, you are supposed now to continue to start consuming what you produce. And many people are not ready for that age because they miss the training in this first age. This first age, the training does not only come from school. It comes from listening. Listen to good mentors. No, it's not really, life is not just about having an A. It's having an A, but you are employable. Employability does not depend basically on skills, on the work skills. It requires people skills, integrity, and those things are trainings that happen to us. Maybe like, tell some guys to go to church. They say, as a church in the we left church, but not God. You know?
Yeah, that's what they say.
Yeah.
Kanisa ni roho ya mtu.
Kanisa ni roho ya mtu. But we don't just go to church to worship or to talk to a God we don't see. We go to church also to get some guidance in the things of God. Just the way that you cannot just, you're not going to school and then you expect yourself to achieve anything academic in life.
Yes.
The same case in the spiritual levels. You cannot, the God school is not at home with the Bible. It's church. Actually, Jesus is the head of the church. So running away from church is running away from Christ. But I'm just saying that sharpening is something, it's a place we need to take ourselves to willingly. It's painful, but without pain there's no gain. You never gain anything in the future if you're not going through that sharpening season. And your vision is able to guide you to that sharpening.
Okay.
People of a vision can take themselves to a sharpening area confidently.
Yeah.
It's painful, but they'll stick there. They have seen their dream. They have seen their future. And without this thing, I will never get to that dream. You know, let me give you a quick story of Nelson Mandela. Yeah? When Mandela was a teenage guy, actually we're talking of teenagers here. Yeah, when he was a teenager, he had a dream of, I think it was 19 years. He had a dream of changing South Africa. He's not from those great families. He's just Mandela. And he has a dream of changing South Africa. And the dream was well written in his heart. That is a dream that made him go to law school. So law school is not a quick school for 3 years or 2 years.
Yeah, that's true.
He actually went to law school even abroad because of the dream that he had of seeing his people free. He went through pain. He was put in prison for 27 years. But the dream that he carried took him through prison for those 27 years. Other people were dying. He was still living. Because the dream was so well written that he even believed he's not going to die in that prison until he sees his country free. So what I'm saying is your vision will also give you direction and will take you through sharpening. People who are afraid of sharpening is because, number one, something is wrong with their vision. If you know that you need to come here at 6 in the morning to get something, you'll be there in the morning.
Yeah, it's true.
Because you have a vision of that thing that you want to get. So we need to have a vision, and that vision then with a vision now, vision directs you to which kind of, actually one of my books there's the Destiny in Motion, talks about that. Talks about that after you get into a vision, you need to identify the kind of vehicle you need to get into in life. You leave so many good vehicles and get into this one.
A specific one.
Because it is going where you're going. You don't just get into, and vehicles are in terms of spirituality, socially, and academic. Yeah, there are some places you don't go to worship.
Yeah.
Not that you're condemning them. They're not going where you're going. They're not worshiping the God that you want them to. You feel that it's your God you need to worship, or they're not worshiping the way you feel, or the way you have been the way you have been taught, or the revelation that you have about worship. Then socially, you need a social vehicle. Your group, yani hilo mnataka ile bogi yenu, hiyo bogi yako unafaa kujiuliza inaenda wapi before you dip yourself into that bogi, because it is going somewhere. Every group is going somewhere. Every person is on the move. So you need to identify the vehicle because of your vision. Now your vision is directing you to the right vehicle. You know, like this is the road to Nyahururu. If I'm going to Nairobi and I try to get to those vehicles are wonderful. They may even have good music, like the ones going to the one going to the other direction. But you have to be very, very careful on the vehicle that you choose in life. You have to choose your vehicle based on your vision.
On the vision that you have.
Yes.
Let me ask you a general question concerning you. Right now you have a lot of wisdom and experience, but when you sit down and reflect your life back, what is that one thing that you usually tell yourself, I wish I knew this when I was young? What is that one thing?
Very quick one. 2 things. I wish I knew God when I was young.
Okay.
And by knowing God, I'm talking of born again. I wish I got born again. I wish I accepted Jesus Christ as my Savior when I was young, when I was like grade 3 or something like that. Not when I'm done with high school, smoked everything, drank everything. No, not that time. I wish I did when I was young. Number 2, I wish I had listened to good advisors when I was young. Those two
mentors?
things. Mentors. They're not like, no, the word mentor may look bigger. And some people may think they don't have them, so they're looking for them.
Well, they're there.
Well, they're always there.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know, if your dad, your mom, some of your uncles, even some of, mentorship is people giving you the right information towards a certain goal. Yeah. So we have them. We have them. We even have them on social media. But I wish I listened to them, because many young people, they just take their own angle of life. And you kind of live in this dream world that everything shall be well. It doesn't work like that.
Everything will work
Things
out.
can get worse.
Yeah.
Things uncontrolled, they only get worse. No, they can. If you're not in control of a car, it will only go to a ditch. There's no car that you're not in control with. Itakufikisha tao. No, you'll collide with something, you'll hit something. Anything that you're not holding the steering, and that's your life. If you're not in control of your life, so means that you have seen the road, you have the right fuel, you're trained as a driver. If that has not happened, you're just waiting for life to take, one day at a time. The graph has been set.
Yeah.
There's nothing like that. Things uncontrolled, they will always go on the wrong direction. A life uncontrolled, a free life is a very dangerous life. That's something I came to discover later. When I was in high school and when many of us were young, we just wanted freedom, but we didn't know even the definition of freedom. Because I thought freedom is when I don't have a parent telling me anything, don't have a teacher telling me anything, and nobody's telling me anything. Then I have come to discover people who are free at that level, those are the people who die young, people who have nobody telling them anything, those are the guys in prison, So the freedom also has also been misinterpreted to our young people. That they feel like, I want to get out of school and get out of this prison called home, and get out of this prison warden called dad, and of this prison mom, all that. And we feel like school is prison, home is prison, so I want to be free
from everything.
But when you get to that freedom, freedom that is not controlled, every freedom will help you if it is done within boundaries. A life without boundaries is a dangerous life. A people who are living without time are dangerous people to live with. People don't care about seasons, don't care about whether it's morning or day. So I'm just saying that those are my two regrets. I wish I listened to my dad and my mom, to my uncles, to my Catholic priests, to God. So I see my life regrets would be anchored on those two things. I wish I knew God earlier, and I wish I listened.
Okay, that's really inspiring and very, very motivating. Because our time is up, to those people who are aspiring to be like you, what is that simple statement that you'll tell them?
Yeah, I'll tell them the two things again. God first, and listen. Be a very good, calculate like define who is going to mentor you in every area of your life. You need a spiritual mentor, a person who is going to guide you also on family life. Like you need how you need to honor your parents, and to live with your parents, whether you think they are good or bad, how you need to live with them. And then somebody is going to mentor you, direct you in relation to your vision. If you have those two, you have God, like you're seriously into Christ, and then you have good mentors, your chances of failing are too minimum. Because good mentors will also lead you to some connections. There's a lot that is anchored into mentorship. But go for mentorship as young people, put God first.
And there's a book that I'm holding here in the tea, and it looks very interesting. Even the cover itself, it's called Destiny in Motion and the 6 Keys to Your Unlimited Greatness. Kwa wale ambao wanataka hizi vitabu, watazipata wapi?
Hizo vitabu ziko wakikuja pale Nakuru kama Honest Bookshop, they can find them. If you get into my pages online and you just shoot a message, there's a way I can arrange for you to get one. my Facebook page, Alex Maina the Walk, like the walk.
Like the work. Thank you so much for availing yourself for the show. We have really learned a lot, and we're looking forward to having you more on the show.
Thank you very much. Thank you for the time. I feel so honored.
Thank you.
Say hi to Apostle and thank him for me.
And thank you. For our viewers, thank you so much for tuning in for this amazing segment that is Mazungumzo, Wazi, where you have really raw and unfiltered conversations on the matters that affect you as a young person. Let's look at becoming before you become great. You expect to have that big house, Lamborghini and everything, but you'll be told that is not enough. There is a lot that you need in life. You need mentors. Do you have one? If you don't have one, well, Pastor Alex Akwava for you. I don't have to take on social media handles. That is Alex Maina the Walk, and I'm sure that you learn a lot for him, because we as a generation, we really need mentors. And again, don't forget the key thing that he has said: we need God. Thank you so much for tuning in for this segment. While we're not done with the show, we are going for a short break. Then we'll be right back with MIA. That is Meet Your Artist. Stay tuned.